By their chairman, Professor Makao Mutua, the Kenya Human Rights Commission has rejected the ruling made by the High Court in the favor of the ICC suspects, terming it as a violation of the Constitution. The Commission now says that the decision is erroneous in law and greatly undermines Article 22 of the Constitution.
In our view, the court got it wrong on the law and got it wrong on the facts. And we think that that decision cannibalized the Constitution. It is Law 101 that if a judicial tribunal decides that it has no jurisdiction to adjudicate a matter or to hear a question that's been put before it, then that tribunal must lay down its tools and not deal with that issue any further.
But that is not the only thing that makes these human rights activists bitter about the ruling. The Commission is also disappointed by the court's decision to make them pay for the petition, which they say they did in their interests as citizens, to try and prevent the Constitution from being cannibalized.
Who is the most vulnerable group? Many of these people are poor. So what this means is that poor people is right to question the violation of their rights has been taken away. This is compounded by, if you look at the fact that now if you lodge a petition in the Supreme Court on the question of a presidential election, you must begin by depositing 1.5 million shillings. So what we are saying is that if you're poor, no matter how your rights are violated, you're now going to have to pay.
The Commission now says it is ready to go to court to challenge the ruling and has promised to fight for their rights and those of ordinary Kenyans, even if the suspects will be elected into the next government. Given that the country is just 15 days away from the elections, the Commission says they are not worried about the time limit, as they will still challenge their eligibility to hold public office if elected.
Our view is that we'll most likely move to court to challenge those costs, because in our view, awarding costs to respondents in a case in which there is a great national public interest defeats the purposes of public litigation and eviscerates the rights of Kenyans to vindicate the Bill of Rights in the Constitution.
The chairman also said he was disappointed by Mr. Uhuru Kenyatta's opinion about the case during the presidential debate, which he termed as a personal issue. He insisted that those named by the ICC were not suspects but rather indictees who should not be considered in the decision-making of the country on March 4th. Annette Akisa, GBS News.